Sandur Manganese, yes, that company is in focus. Bahirji Ghorpade, Managing Director at Sandur, is now joining us. They have recently entered specialty steel segment via a buyout. So I want to understand with you, Bahirji, that your current company is what 500 to 600 to 700 crore top line, 40-50 crore profit company. If I were to see with this acquisition, how can your top line and bottom line catapult, and how much time will it be before the numbers start improving? You've now gone into a new line of business.
Good afternoon. See, presently our last year's top line is plus 2,000 crores.
Okay.
And we are a company which has been established almost for 7 decades and been into mainly mining of iron ore, manganese ore. And we are one of the top 3 manganese ore mining companies in the country. And apart from that, we've also been into metallurgical products, manufacturing of ferroalloys for quite some time. So now presently, we are looking at this strategic business acquisition to synergize our raw material capability, which is already available with us, and move into specialty steel products. And this strategic business acquisition of Arjas Steel is one of the top 5 specialty steel producing companies in the country, and it synergizes well for us because we come with the mining capability, and there is a sort of assurance and a continuous flow of good quality raw material availability that will help in this consolidation. And apart from that, Arjas Steel is a company which has been established for a good decade, more than a decade, and has been run by well-known companies, especially the Gerdau Steel, which is one of the world-renowned steel manufacturers. They have set up good processes and systems. And last few years, it has been run by this private equity firm, ADV Partners, and they have run it very professionally with a professional team being available there.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bahirji. Actually, I was looking at your quarterly number and taking a 4-quarter view, but actually, FY23 quarterly number was 600 plus. That was the run rate, 2,000 crore run rate, which you're talking about. But
Yes.
previous quarter, it fell to 150. Where do you see with this company combined into yours, 2,000 crore run rate of the top line? What kind of bottom line and top line numbers are we talking about on a combined basis, on a sustainable basis? Because your current numbers have been very variable.
See, presently, we, the Sandur Manganese, have been a 2,000 plus crore top line company. At the same time, Arjas is at about 2,700 to 2,800 crore top line. So, consolidated, we expect close to 4,500 to 5,000 crore top line. And also, we expect good, consistent returns. Anywhere close to about 15%, but it may vary considering because the industry also goes through cycles. That's the reason we have seen a little bit cyclical performance. But however, we expect good consolidation and consistency to come in.
Right. Bahirji, what we also want to know is in terms of how will you be funding this as well? Internal accruals, or do you need to borrow? What is the funding plan there?
First of all, we have a very strong balance sheet presently. So we are looking at both internal accruals and borrowings to fund this strategic investment.
Okay, both. And what I'm also seeing is that the enterprise value for Arjas Steel is nearly at around 3,000 crores. So 80% translate to around 2,400 crores. I just want to know that anything specific in terms of synergies that you could highlight as well, and in terms of financials also, how will that be aiding it?
Financials have been fairly consistent, and we also expect certain amount of growth to come in, considering already ongoing capex that is happening in Arjas Steel, where there is a certain amount of capacity enhancement close to 25 to 30% expected. At the same time, the product portfolio broadening because of certain new capex on certain plant equipment, which is ongoing, which should I think complete in the next few months to come. In addition to that, good investments such as investment in renewable energy to serve the energy requirement is also being done, which should also help in the overall scheme of things, which will improve the top line and bottom line.
Right, and currently iron ore prices, we're seeing that are fallen, and they've fallen below that 100-ton per mark as well. How has it been now? Are you seeing a rebound, or do you believe the worst is behind in terms of the iron ore prices? What is it that you're understanding on ground?
See, end of March, yes, as you said, there was a drop in iron ore prices internationally. Also, it went sub $100. But currently, we are looking at a rebound, and I think presently the international iron ore prices have rebounded to $117, $118, which is definitely a positive sign with regard to iron ore pricing.
Okay, and specifically just in terms of the mining business, what's the current capacity and expansion plans there for the next 2 to 3 years?
See, previous years we were mining iron ore at 1.6 million ton. However, fourth quarter of last year, we have already ramped up our iron ore production to produce almost 3.81, say broadly for close to 4 million ton of iron ore per annum. At the same time, we've also ramped up our manganese ore production. We used to produce about 286,000 tons of manganese ore. Now we will be producing close to 5 lakh tons, which is about 500,000 ton of manganese ore. So it is a significant jump in our capacity, at least more than double. So that will definitely help in getting better revenues and better margins.
Okay, Bahirji, thank you so much for joining in with us this afternoon on ET Now, talking about the acquisitions, how is it going to be funded as well. Thank you so much for joining with us this afternoon. Let's move on.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.